So yesterday we talked about the main topic of our text, which we are in our yellow ELA notebook, and you will need a pencil today. Go ahead and get that out now. And we'll be on page 23. So we talked about the main topic, and today we're going to talk about key details. Remember, main topic, repeat after me, and make sure you say it out loud, not just in your head. Main topic. What the text is mostly about. And then key details, repeat after me, key details. Important pieces of information. So we do this because when we read nonfiction or informational text, it gives us a lot of information, too much for our brain. Remember all those puzzle pieces? Too much. We want to pick just a few pieces of important information that tell us about the main topic so our brains can remember it. And text features and visual features really help with this, but in this text, there are not any. So we had to really focus in on main key words. So we went through, we read this a few times, and we noticed that elephant was repeated over and over again. All of these facts were all about elephants. So we wrote down that our main topic of this article was elephants. We also went through and circled some other words that we noticed repeat. They didn't repeat as much as elephants, so those weren't our main topics, but they kind of pointed out key details to us. So this whole section right here, we noticed that it was talking about what elephants eat and how they eat. This one was talking about baby elephants. And down here, it was talking about elephant ears. So I'm going to go through and read this, and let's think about what our first key detail could be. What animal can travel up to 90 miles a day, has tusks used to dig for water and food, and is the largest land animal on the earth? An elephant. That's just their topic. It's like their topic sentence, and it's a question type of topic sentence. We learned about asking questions. So this part we're not going to look for key details in this part. This is just their introduction or their topic sentence. Let's keep reading. Elephants are herbivores. They eat only plants, such as roots, grasses, fruit, and bark. Elephants need to eat a lot to fuel their massive bodies. So what's most important about this section? Do we want to list every single thing that they eat? Probably not. Roots, grasses, fruit, and bark, that's a lot to remember. But we could say that they're herbivores because this word tells us that they only eat plants, roots, grasses, all of that. Or we could say they only eat plants. So down in my key detail, it's going to be about what they eat because that's what this whole section is about. So I'm going to write elephants, and I'd like you to write along with me. Elephants. And I'm going to say, I'm going to combine these two. So herbivores is this. They only eat plants. So I am going to say elephants only eat plants, but I want to also keep in mind they have to eat a lot, right? So I'm going to say elephants eat a lot of plants. That was a key detail, that elephants eat a lot of plants. Go ahead and press pause and write that now. Now let's keep reading for our second key detail. And remember, we already noticed that this said baby and babies, so it's probably going to be about baby elephants. So thinking about what's the key detail here that we could write. Baby elephants are called calves. They suck on their trunks for comfort, just like babies suck their thumbs. But what's important to know about baby elephants there? We could say baby elephants are called calves. We could say calves instead of baby elephants, and that we noticed that suck also was a word that was used multiple times. So we could say calves, which we know are baby elephants. Calves suck on their trunks. Calves suck on their trunks. That's another key detail. And let's go on to our third one. Now remember, we saw ears was mentioned multiple times. So we're thinking about elephants' ears here. Each elephant's ears are different. Scientists can tell individual elephants by their ear shapes and markings. So we know that they're different, and we know that because they're different, scientists can um, tell between different elephants who they are by their shapes and markings of their ears. So I would say we could just say elephants' ears are different. That's the important key detail, right? To remember that elephants' ears are different. Elephants' ears are different. Go ahead and press pause and write down your third key detail. All right, there is a spot for bonus information. If you would like to get some genius points, you could add another fact that you learned about elephants if you'd like. But we're going to stop there because this gives us a really good summary, a good idea of the main topic and key details we learned about. Let's review. The main topic of this article was elephants. This was all about elephants. First important piece of information to know was elephants eat a lot of plants. Second important information to know was calves, known as those are baby elephants. Calves suck on their trunks. Third piece of important information, elephants' ears are different. And if you remember extra information from that, high five to you. If this is all you remember, that's okay because you got the main topic and the most important pieces of information, the most important details to remember from this text. And this is a much shorter amount to remember than this, right? This gave us lots and lots of information, too much for our brain to remember. Some of you might remember all of it, but for most of us, too much to remember. So this narrows it down into the most important details and the main topic or what the text is mostly about. We will continue practicing this next week. So good work today. And in your own reading in nonfiction text and in your writing, be thinking about what's the main topic and the most important key details.